After Monica showed the picture with a note that looked like she was being warned, Dale decided to put into action his last card.
This place looks good. It's eerie, gloomy, and menacing. And as he walked inside, the walls were silent and dusty, looked desolate with no life in sight, right for the Halloween. He smiled with a sinister grin.
Halloween night at the Bellevue Village, the neighborhood decorated the front houses with Halloween decorations and lit their surroundings, making these attractive to the young. There was this skeleton with a pail filled with sweets standing by the stair railings of their front porch and pumpkins posted on their doors where kids ask for trick-or-treats. Bellevue streets had the ambience of camaraderie and fun-filled atmosphere, surrounded with Halloween decorations. Folks and kids blended into experience the thrill attracted by the props of the Halloween village, with frightening decors emphasized, with witches and skeletons and scary graves. Folks and young kids all dressed in their scary costumes and masks, trick-or-treating with lighted pumpkins and pail of goodies while passing by lit pumpkin bonfires. Walking along the Halloween avenue, Ingrid and Monica noticed some men wearing Vendetta Guy Fawkes face masks as if they were eyeing them. Everywhere they turned, these men appeared as if keeping an eye on them.
Ingrid whispered, "Monique, don't you feel odd by these Fox hacker face masked men, as if they were observing, following us wherever we go?" Ingrid expressed her fear.
Monique replied in a low voice, trembling, "So you notice too. Just keep on walking until we get through the crowd and blend in. Then we run." Monique caught sight of a window of a basement and said, "I saw a basement over there. Let us blend in with these people, then run to that open window. You have to slid in fast so they won't notice. Now go, Ingrid." And so, Ingrid ran and slid inside, followed by Monique.
The girls stayed there for an hour, and when they felt that they'd lose their stalkers, they crept out carefully and looked for a place where they feel they won't be followed. They entered a snack bar and rested and had something to eat. And as they eat, they were at the same time on guard that every time new customers came in, they get close to each other to hide their faces so they won't be recognized. When Ingrid and Monique set themselves free from the crowd, they ran as fast as they could while turning their heads behind, watchful of those chasing them, until unknowingly both got separated. Monique called out for Ingrid, but Ingrid was nowhere to be found. She ran and hid behind the Halloween pumpkin lanterns, but the face masked man caught sight of her, pulled her hair, covered her mouth with tape and put a rabbit mask on her, then walked down the streets like normal costumed couple. Ingrid was feeling extremely anxious as she couldn't locate Monique. As she turned to look around, she noticed two men in white ghost costumes standing at a distance, staring at her. Despite the chilly breeze of autumn, Ingrid was sweating profusely. She briskly walked away, keeping a close eye on the two men, hoping they wouldn't follow. Ingrid let out a sigh of relief when she realized they were just staring at her from a distance. She walked away, but another masked man wearing a wolf mask appeared. Feeling trapped, she confronted them. "Who are you and why are you following us?" Ingrid was running for her life as the wolf masked man chased her. Just as he was about to grab her, she broke free and ran away again. She was in a panic and was confused where to go. Suddenly, she bumped into a man wearing a black trench coat and a bowler hat. He was smoking a cigarette, his face covered by the bowler hat. Ingrid pleaded, "Please help me." Those masked men were chasing me, pointing at the two animal masked men, who stood by quietly. The man looked at her, puzzled, and replied, "What's so scary about them? They're just pretending to scare people because it's Halloween, like Fright Night." He gestured towards the masked men and said, "Nothing to be scared of." Then the man with the bowler hat suddenly pushed Ingrid to the masked man clad in a hooded costume, much to her shock. The man quickly taped her mouth, put the same costume as his, and walked with the terrified Ingrid. The scared Ingrid and Monique were dragged and pushed on the ground before a man in a werewolf mask, swinging his leg as seated on the sofa while smoking a cigarette. Who is this man hiding in a werewolf mask, and why did he held Ingrid and Monique captive.
Have you felt the eeriness of part 94? Please write your comment below then. Click like, subscribe, and share. Your support is encouraging and inspiring for me. The ending is near. See you in the next video in YouTube, at Victoria Marinovel, or on TikTok. Thank you.
Keep following. Part 95 is next.